looks like we are all set to go. So, we were able to get to the end of the main story dungeon last night, but the story went for so long that we had to end it there. But tonight, though, we will bring the main story of patch 5.2 to its conclusion, but then we're not stopping there because it's time to go and take a look at the new side content. So, hey there, Elizabeth, Miguel, and to everyone else that's just logging on, we're glad to have you with us here tonight. So, greetings people of the world, Matthias Griffin back with you once again for the continuation of Let's Play Final Fantasy XIV Shadowbringers Live. So, just like last night, we are doing this in 1080p 60, so if you're looking for the best video quality available for this stream, please go ahead and make the change to your settings if you so desire. I had the opportunity to play the stream back last night after I had the opportunity to finish streaming it. I did like how the game sounded, but I felt like my commentary sounded too quiet. I felt like my commentary was getting like drowned out by the game itself. So I made some adjustments to the microphone tonight. I raised the my mic volume on my stream feed, as well as lowered the game video or game audio just a little bit. And I don't know if you guys are noticing any differences on your end, if you can hear me a little more clearly, but we'll see how this all unfolds. So, to continue on with the main story of patch 5.2, we will go ahead and speak with Oriange, who's hidden behind this huge Rogadin wearing the Valentine's Day outfit from this year. But yeah, he's in there somewhere, so let's go ahead and speak with him to take on the final story for patch 5.2 and the quest entitled Echoes of a Fallen Star. Oriange presumably has some idea as to what you might usefully do while Ishjola pursues her investigations in Amnesis Anadir. Can we but uncover Elidibus's true origins, we may yet come to understand his designs. To that end, Ishjola must needs be afforded as much time as she doth require to complete her investigation. To that extent, such things are within our control, yes. Speaking of which, perhaps we might trouble the Exarch for news of his progress with the spear vessel. He would no doubt wish to hear of our own discoveries as well, such as they are. And so, away we go. But yeah, absolutely. Thanks to everyone who came out last night to support the first part of our delve into patch 5.2. Thanks to everyone who came out. Thanks to everyone who liked and subscribed. Of course, we're going to keep doing more of this in the weeks to come as I prepare myself for trying to qualify for Summer Games Done Quick. I have my solid state drive that I purchased online now available to me, and so now I have it. It's just a matter of now installing it and making sure that everything on my new PC runs smoothly so that I can properly play the game and try and do everything I can to qualify for SGDQ. So, upon our return to the Crystarium, yeah, something caught Shinji's eye. Yeah, it looks like the Thong of Humanity who we helped out with the Warriors of Light. Yeah, it seems like the Thong of Humanity who we talked to tell the truth about the Warriors of Life, or Warriors of Light, never left.
Ah, excellent timing. For me, in any case. We have a problem.
And what's that? These people aren't rioting, are they?
The vast majority of those gathered here are presently in the employ of the Guard or else one of the facets, and no longer wish to be so.
Uh-oh.
In principle, all are free to change vocation at any time, but a city does require a certain number of people in these positions if it is to continue to function. For the moment, I have asked them to postpone their resignation until such time as replacements can be found.
Yeah, because you can only have so many people defending the city at any given time before you have your resources stretched too thinly. The grand companies of Eorzea can attest to that.
As you may have surmised, we have the Warrior of Light to thank for this.
You're like, oh man.
You, the Warrior of Darkness!
Oh, yeah, hello there. Yeah, we met you last night. You wanna have a word?
You understand, don't you? Someone's going to look after this place once you're gone. We just want to be ready to do our bit when the time comes.
Shouldn't that mean standing guard here?
And not only here, but everywhere. Which is why we've got to get out there and lend a hand to those in need.
Well, what about the people who are here?
That's what you did, isn't it? Even if it was just little things at the start. You helped people.
People, chocobos, you name it. Or, well, yes, or say nothing. Yeah, like, answer reluctantly.
And we're trying to do the same. We may have our sky back, but there's no shortage of people who still need help.
Well, isn't that what we're here for? At least for now.
If we follow in your footsteps, then I choose to believe we too can be heroes one day. Even warriors of light.
You know, like, I'm not so sure about that. Yeah, you're gonna be hard-pressed to outdo what I've done.
What are we to say to that? We can hardly tell them they are mistaken.
Yeah.
They seek but to do good, as you have.
But no more can we stand idly by and suffer a paragon's scheme to proceed unchallenged.
Yeah, or else we'll have another flood on our hands. What's on your mind? How do we deal with this? What do you see? Something from above? Storm clouds. This isn't the new flood, is it? Yeah, these clouds got a lot darker.
What's happening to the sky?
And suddenly, yeah, now we have a fancy fireworks display on our hands. The calamity is suddenly revived to the first. And people are understandably frightened.
Wicked White. Oh no.
Even members of the guard are freaked out. Yeah, watch out in case anything hits you.
12.
Shouldn't we be taking shelter?
A star shower.
Yeah, it's up to us to stop this somehow. But what are we gonna do?
I hear a voice.
A voice?
You and all. And why does it feel like it's inside my head?
What's going on?
Hear? Feel? Think?
Heidelin's words? What?
I hear it.
Me too.
Yeah, this cannot be a coincidence if it's messing with all their heads.
You, my friends. You are warriors of light.
Guess who's back? Yeah, you did this, didn't you?
You're back!
Yeah, you just strolling in casually. Like, this is no big deal. Yeah, we're so pissed off the ground is shaking. And then... Wait, it's over? What are you doing, Elizabeth?
What you hear is the voice of light itself, and it has blessed you with its power. Welcome to the fold.
This is clearly fake.
I'm a warrior of light.
You can tell this is clearly fake.
I've been chosen?
You can't have all been chosen. Yeah, that's not how it works. You can't all be chosen.
Me, the hero.
That's why the title only goes to a select few, not en masse. Hey Nate, welcome to the stream, glad to have you with us. Oh, and you're just gonna walk off. Yeah, the deed is done. You've messed with their heads. You're like, get back here!
Wait! The falling stars, were they your doing? And why do you need warriors of light?
What, am I to reveal my plans simply because you asked?
Yeah, I guess it wouldn't be that easy, would it?
Nay, I think not. Though the stars, I acknowledge mine. A convenient illusion, apt to awaken what little is left of the power that once resided in your sundered souls.
Yeah. What are you talking about?
That which you and yours call the Echo.
So you heard about it.
Echo it is, of a symphony, but a fraction of what men in their completeness once possessed. Even those among you who tower over others in the gift have only the faintest trace of it.
You are at full power?
And forgotten, through death and mocking rebirth, it has persisted. A whisper of our past, burned into your very ether, along with the sight of our end. Through the rekindling of memory, I have awoken the ability, just as Heidelin is wont to do when she has need of new minions.
Yeah, I don't like where this is going.
Ever been thought a gift from Heidelin, a boon granted solely to her chosen. Yet thou wouldst claim she merely awakeneth the power that men should hearken unto.
What have you realized?
Her voice. Given the perceived simultaneity of her call and the awakening of her chosen's capacity to hear it, it is only natural that we thus attributed the source of the gift. Yet if, in truth, the echo is a prerequisite for hearing her voice, one might surmise that her call never ceaseth, such that all who awaken to their innate gift might receive of the blessing of light at the self-same instant. In sooth, we bore witness to this but moments ago. At the sight of the star shower, full many in the crowd did speak of hearing a voice in their minds, did they not?
Yeah, what do you have to say about that?
And whenever Heidelin has need of new servants, she is quick to pluck comets from the heavens or create illusions of the same.
Why then didst thou conjure this vision, full knowing that thine age-old foe would thus claim those awakened to the gift?
Oh, I can gather to guess why.
Foe? You must be mistaken. As you see, I am a warrior of light.
The jury's still out on that. You just merely look like one.
And together with my comrades in arms, I shall save the world. Just like you.
In other words, you're gonna have all these people rush to your side and then turn your back on them when it's convenient. And so away he goes. Yeah, waiting for the throng of humanity that's behind us to go and follow him, only to likely get slaughtered in the next patch. Which brings us now to later that night. Yeah, which conveniently brings us to later that night, so we have to wait for Alphino to arrive here. Yeah, people are still 24 hours later, still trying to complete the main story. Also, I'm stuck and can't move. I can move the camera around, but I can't move myself. But probably not until Alphino can start speaking. The more Elizabeth reveals, the less I understand, but that he has made a fine mess of things is plain. Yeah, it certainly has. Yeah, hey there, Exarch. Your thoughts? He is gone then? Yes, he is. I managed to persuade a number of our would-be deserters to reconsider or at least delay their departure, but as many are deaf to my entreaties. Young Thaler and Vonard among them, I am sorry to say, they have quit the guard. Nevertheless, I wish them well. Whatever Elizabeth's plans for them might be, the pair have only ever had the best of intentions. One can hardly blame them for thinking themselves heroes elect, not after having been blessed with the Echo, and it's not as if they haven't shown the requisite spirit. Yeah, but I fear for their lives. I quite agree. Though their impetus for their sudden departure may have been words falsely spoken, the men and women in whose footsteps they would follow are heroes in truth. Warriors of light. Albert, yourself most of all. And so I'd ask a favor of you. Speak with them ere they embark on their journey and furnish them with what bit of wisdom for you can. They set off for the Amaro launch, but you should still be able to catch them if you leave now. So we're just gonna concede? Worth the effort, I'd say. If I recall correctly, the Elder Seedseer took the time to usher you out into the world many moons ago. Actually, that wasn't Shinji, but I know what you're saying. I think that the comparison rather flatters Thaler and Vonard, but the point still stands. They would doubtless be greatly encouraged with the Warrior of Darkness himself to see them off. If thou art willing, I prithee go. Thou mayest safely leave the task of unfolding that which did transpire at Amnesis to us. Alright then. And so away they go. Also, hello to all the viewers who just logged on. Thanks so much for being part of the stream. Please make sure to help support the stream and channel by leaving a like, subscribing if you haven't done so, and letting people know what's going on social media. Support is always encouraged and greatly appreciated. So yeah, let's go off to the Amaro launch to catch up with these two as they prepare to head off into the unknown. Hey there, Thaler. Yeah, it's me. You again? I mean, it's you, sir. Sorry, it's been a funny old day. Yeah, it certainly has, hasn't it? Yeah, I just wanted to say some words to you guys. Now that you're no longer in your uniforms, you can be sure we'll take those words to heart. I still can't believe it. You coming all this way just to speak to us. I swear we won't let you down. So long as it helps someone, we'll do what needs doing out there, no matter how small. And when larger threats loom, we'll be ready to face them. You'll see if we aren't. Yeah. What else should we say to them before we go? The path shall already be revealed to those who are true for heart, or, well, what are you waiting for? Get out there. Let's give them the more positive one. Let's not try to be forceful. We'll be off then. Farewell, Warrior of Darkness, and thank you. Yeah, you don't have to salute to me anymore. You're no longer part of the Custodium Guard. But off the two BFFs go. Let's just hope that when we next see them again, they'll be A, still alive, and B, realizing that it's not necessarily that easy to become a hero. Plus, since we also don't need to be in combat anymore. There we go. Alright, back down to the docile gate. Yeah. Well, it's not like Orsite is plentiful there, Elizabeth. Yeah. Sadly, Orsite's not that plentiful. Besides, the Orsite that we do have in use is trying to be used to get the Scions back over to Eorzea. So back here with everyone. Thank you for making the effort. I'm certain your words will be a boon to them. While you were away, the others told me of your investigation. We have yet to discuss how to proceed, however. See, now we have to take some moments or two to get everything all sorted out. While your findings in Amnesis Anida do raise important questions as to the identity of our adversary, we are no closer to discerning his design, nor do I know of any other potential avenue of investigation. So what do? For which reason we must needs trust to Ishtola's ingenuity and wait for her efforts to revive the Ancient's device to bear fruits. What if I were to follow the emissary? Elusive as he is, his plan compels him to court public attention. He shouldn't be impossible to find. Especially with one of your experience, it does seem worth the attempt. Then I'll come with you. Safety in numbers. Oh, not this time? In combat perhaps, but where stealth is required, the opposite is true. Happily, I don't plan on getting myself caught, so you've no need to worry. Nor do I intend to vanish for moons on end. We still have the empty to attend to, don't we? Indeed you do. Right then, I look forward to your return. Then it sounds like the rest of us should avoid doing anything which might prompt Elidibus to look too closely at our movements. Insofar as is possible, I would recommend we limit our activities to the Costerium. Alright then. Speaking of which, Exarch, might I ask if you made any progress at the Spirit Vessel? Of course, we are presently studying the principles underpinning memory transference and, I believe, nearing the requisite level of understanding. Less hearteningly, practical trials of transference methods suited for use with the vessel have yet to yield satisfactory results, to put it mildly. But there are still many promising possibilities we have yet to test. Indeed, though it may take some time yet, we are well on our way to a solution. And I shall not rest until one is found. Well, let's hope you find it. Though we are all grateful for thine unstinting efforts, thou needst not labour to the exclusion of all else. If it would serve to lighten thy burden, however little, I should gladly offer mine assistance. Quite. I, for my part, will do what I can to ensure the Costerium continues to run smoothly, in spite of recent disruptions. Then perhaps I could help? There must be something I can do, even if it's just guard duty. So we're all in agreement on what to do next then? Thank you, all of you. I shall breathe easier for your assistance. Of course, on the evidence of the recent past, it will not be long before some new crisis arrives to throw our plans into disarray, at which time your services will be in particular demand. That being the case, perhaps you might take this opportunity to retire to your suite at the Pendants? Yeah, it's been a while since we've been over there. So we'll take him up on the offer. Yeah, for the first time within Shadowbringers, the main story does not end back at the Rising Stones. It ends here at the Costerium. As we welcome a new viewer to the channel, Des Blanchfield. Welcome to the stream, to the channel. Glad to have you with us tonight. Yeah, for those of you who don't follow me on Twitter, I made a tweet to a popular sports radio show in the US about something that really caught my attention that I thought he would really appreciate. And my tweet got liked by this gentleman, Des, who I found out has over 200,000 followers on Twitter. I was like, how did that happen? But yeah, I much appreciate how it's great to have you with us there, Mr. Blanchfield. I appreciate your support. So we've now reached daytime here in the Costerium. And it's time for us to head off to the pendants and to our designated quarters. So we'll speak with the manager of suites, talk to him, and we'll close this patch. A pleasure as always, Master Okuri. I am relieved to see you are unharmed in the early commotion, though, if I may, you do look somewhat weary. I presume you will be retiring to your suite? Indeed we will. Very good. Do let me know if there's anything you require. And with that, we'll take our 4,500 gil and complete this final quest for the main story of patch 5.2. Oh, I actually do have some regular viewers who are Australian, so it's nice to welcome another. And so, after the completion officially of the quest, we now have a situation where we get to see multiple outcomes, and I will be showing off all of them before we move on to Eden. So, Shinji is trying to sleep, but is having a hard time staying asleep. Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, have a look out the window. Yeah, not easy to stay asleep around here. So to try and help us relax, we have a conveniently placed tea kettle at the ready. And so we shall partake of some. And then a knock at the door. Yeah, who goes there? Yeah, it's Glynard apparently. Master Okuri, it's Glynard from the Wandering Stairs. I apologize for calling so late. Yeah, let's find out why. Hey there, Glynard, how you doing? A friend of yours was asking after you. You may remember them from that business with the cardinal virtues. Now here's where it gets interesting. Depending on how many of the cardinal virtues you cleared off, you will get multiple opportunities to speak with the multiple people that you helped along those quests. Of course, if you only helped one, then it would obviously default to the person you helped. But since I made it a point to cover every single one of them, that means all of them and Sela are here to say hello to me. But we're gonna, like I said, we're gonna show off all the conversations because the game will allow us to do so. But we're gonna start with Lurik, who was part of our journey initially. Hey there, Lou, it's been a while. And apparently he likes what he sees. What charming accommodations! Yeah, Lurik, the outcast son of the aristocratic family that was living in Yulmore, who decided he wanted to try and venture out on his own and use his wealth to achieve his goals, although it wasn't wealth that allowed him to succeed, it was having someone at his side to get the job done. I had to come to dine at the Wandering Stairs, you see, when I spied a considerable gathering of locals. Then the sky caught fire and, well... Yeah, you noticed that? You must know what it all means. Anything you'd care to share with a friend? I'd be glad to. Yeah, let me tell you about everything that's happened since we last hooked up. Has the opportunity to partake of an apple. That is alarming, to say the least. It's all well and good that others have come to appreciate the Warriors of Light, but we cannot allow this charlatan to exploit their legacy. So... well, yes, why not? We shall reform the indomitable duo that is Rika and Shinji and put an end to his shenanigans. Well, certainly still not lacking for enthusiasm. He always had it. That's very kind of you, or eager as ever, I see. Yep, he's still got lots of enthusiasm burning within him. Yes, I know. No need to say it. You've no intention of involving me. I'm stupid, but I'm not naive. So yeah, pick up his apple and continue to chow down on it. Alright, thanks so much, Mr. Blanchfield, for joining us. It was a pleasure to get my tweets liked by you, and it was a pleasure to have you join our audience. Thanks so much. You're the better hunter, and the better person besides. I'm reminded of Brenda Ray, though that's hardly a surprise, is it? For her sake, for all of theirs, show this protect what it truly means to be a hero. I'll do just that there, Lou. You can count on it. And so, away he goes. Yeah, it was nice to catch up with Lou again. And as we've done in the past, we'll have the opportunity to look upon the night sky and we get a complete new moon to look at. And we know exactly what has to be done when patch 5.3 comes around. Meanwhile, in the Crystal Tower's umbilicus, yeah, the Exarch continues to focus his attention on the spirit vessel. Trying to give it everything he's got, but he can't quite pull it off. Yeah, it'll take him a while, I'm sure.
If I cannot imbue the infernal thing with my power via magical means, we may need to devise a way to infuse the vessel with my blood after all.
Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that. Oh. Yeah, all this work is hurting your arm.
Art thou unwell?
Yeah, careful, man.
Oh, perhaps a brief respite. It wouldn't do to overtax yourself.
And so, yeah, we're trying to be here for your benefit.
And given to stubbornness, I'm afraid. Especially when I have a stake in the outcome.
He certainly does. Yeah, the success of the spirit vessel could be riding in the next patch. Because that's usually when the significant apex of the story hits, and when the preparation for the next expansion occurs in the following two patches. So, what do we got going on over here? The sky is falling. There's debris everywhere. And Xenos is walking amongst it. But wait a minute. How is he walking around in Amarat? Yeah, something is not right here. How did he end up in the first? I mean, we know he was given the Echo artificially. But does it mean he's already been able to make his way here? Or was he? Yeah, apparently it was all a dream. Yeah, as he chills out on the Guardian throne. Meanwhile, in the Source. And there's his new best friend.
A recurring dream. They do so fascinate me. Might I trouble you for the details?
I have always dreamed of it. Fire
Always.
falling from the heavens, and the city, nay, the whole world ablaze.
Indeed. Could Emmett Selk have found a way? Precious few possess memories of the final days.
So you know about that?
Final days.
Yeah, do enlighten him if you would be so kind.
Why, yes. Admittedly, my knowledge is mostly second-hand, but if you are interested, I will gladly tell you the tale.
Yeah, tell him everything he needs to know.
The tale of the world's end.
Yeah, tell him all about it with a big grin on your teeth. Yeah, that big grin on your face is, yeah, oh so sinister. And with that, we earn the achievement for ending the patch, Way More Heroes. So, now we gotta see what the other endings are. So let's go ahead and start with Granson. Yeah, there he is. When we were helping him out playing the tank role. Well met, Cinna. Yeah, welcome to my quarters. I was looking forward to a welcome respite here in the Castellium, but the mood here is not exactly conducive to relaxation, as I'm sure you've noticed. Oh, we noticed, alright. Hi, I'd wager you know more about what's going on than anyone else in this city. Care to share? Of course we would. Yeah, we've got a lot to talk to you about. I can't say that I envy you your prey. Dark work, this twisting of the Warrior of Light's legacy. Reminds me of what became of old Dikaiosine. Though this Asien of yours is a fair bit more chatty. He certainly is. He certainly has a way with words. I'm tempted to silence him myself. Brandon made his mistakes, I'm sure they all did. But the past is the past. They've earned their rest. Yeah, I'm not allowed but let him sully Artbert's good name or I'll see it that they have their peace. Yeah, we will let him sully Artbert's good name. With that fierce look in our eyes. What, you want me to leave it to you? Well, that's usually how it goes. Right. I'm not the one carrying all that weight. Very well, but only because you asked. Remember, if you ever need me, just say the word. I'll be there. And so away he goes. And so this time, let's speak with Giat. Yeah. The dwarf with a big axe. Yeah, the big mallet that she has. Lally ho, stranger! Yeah, of course, Giat we helped out during the healer's storyline for the Cardinal Virtue. So there I am, minding my own business, quaffing my ale, when I hear a ruckus outside. And then clear as day, Warrior of Light! That sounded like trouble to me, and I knew that if anyone was going to trouble himself over that trouble, it'd be you. So I gave Glenn out the old, but I'm your best customer routine, until he agreed to bring me here, and now I know where you live. Great, ain't it? Well, when you put it that way. But yeah, there's nothing I need to tell you about all this. Yeah. So yeah, not gonna stop slamming the ale. Some bastards walking around wearing Ardbert. Lamets Ardbert like a second-hand jerkin? Sadly. I don't know what's more offensive. That, or that you let him leave without a proper dwarven decking. Like, he did vanish into thin air, or a certain Hobson refused to teach me. Yeah, we did see him vanish into thin air. And she's like, "Ah, man. In a pinch, an improvised decking would have been fine. Tell you what, I'll show you how to knock that bastard flat in the blink of an eye here and now. Taboos be damned. After all, we ain't about to keep on like that, are we? Pretending to be Ardbert. Lamets Ardbert." No, I suppose not. So yeah, before she heads off, step 1, make a fist. Step 2, extend your arm like so. Step 3, beat him senseless. Got it? Good. Now make me proud. We'll do what we can there, Giat. Thank you. And so now, this time, let's go ahead and speak with our final person. Yeah, for those of you who were expecting Sirig, it's not him. It's his little friend Tainer. Hey there, our little young magical prodigy. Pray forgive my late visit. I heard the man who called himself a warrior of light speak, you see, and saw the stars falling from the heavens. Siri grew tired of my ceaseless fretting and bade me call upon you if it would put my mind at ease. Is there aught you can tell me? Well, you may be young, but I think you're mature enough to handle this. I mean, you were mature enough to handle what we had to put you through in dealing with your old friend. An imposter. I feared you might say that. I believed him. I wanted to believe him. How wonderful it was that even one of them returned, I thought. Yet even if he's not the man you knew, then... I'm sorry. I know all too well how that feels. Yeah, with you and Nilbert. I can only imagine how it must hurt to be able to unable to speak the truth. How you must abide the lie for fear of condemning those fallen heroes once more. It may not be my place, but allow me to offer you a few words of advice, as he once did me. Remember how dear he was to you, and be brave. Yeah, we can see how much of a smile that puts on our face. Thank you, my friend, or, yeah, he's certainly grown, hasn't he? Oh, I'm not half so eloquent as you, but I hope that it helps. Well, hopefully it'll help out Siri too. Yeah, say hi to him for me when you get back. Yes, of course, the epilogue quest is taken with Scylla. Hey there. Hey, thanks, Glynard. But of course, it's a little different with Scylla. Good evening. Yeah, we're not turning the lights on for this one. We'll just close the door behind us. And Scylla opens the door for the window for us. I was in the XIV. I saw everything. That was Albert, was it not? Twice now he has appeared calling the people to arms. Speaking of heroes. Yeah, but it's not him. In fact, here's everything you need to know. I knew this day might come. Albert never did reappear as a virtue. But to see his flesh stolen by the selfsame Ascian that made mock of their sacrifice. Yeah, I don't like it either. I spent years searching for a means to redeem their legacy. His legacy. And in you I found it. You slew the virtues, reclaimed the stars. You spoke the truth and the people listened. When I heard our patrons speak of how the warriors of light had been their saviors all along, I thought at long last. And yet... yeah, it didn't work out like that, did it? Yeah, as you've been so many times before. I cannot ask more of you, not after what you've given, but I must. Set him free. Lay him to rest with the others in honor and triumph. Yeah, so she's given us the task that we already knew we were going to have to deal with. Yeah, she didn't want to turn the lights on because more than anyone else, she knew the gravity of the situation beforehand. Yeah, get a little bit of moonlight for this particular round. But we know it's at stake.